And who do we have here? Oh, I see what he's doing. He's getting the back brace on.
Yeah. Oh, what the heck is that? Oh, would you just look at it? What the heck is that?
Would you just look at it? Hey, John, what's on your back, man?
Oh, yes, yeah. I broke it.
Ha!
In a motorcycle accident, believe it or not. A couple more weeks.
So, John's here, as he just made a comment. Good afternoon, welcome back to the channel. I'm just opening up the video right now, John.
Oh boy.
As you can see, we are washing the old Danger.
Oh, let's watch the Dango.
No, we're not washing the Dango. We got the inside completely cleaned out of all of Greg's work stuff because...
You put some black ice in there?
No, she smells good. She don't smell bad. Because she's gone. She gone. She going bye-bye tomorrow. But we had to at least give it a good wash so the new buyer knows that this is what the body looks like. Don't ever buy a dirty vehicle because you never know what could be under there. We also got a fresh oil change for him because it was due, and I'm not that kind of person to give somebody a crappy vehicle. So the Danger's gone. We are going to go back to daily driving the 08 for the time being. Now, which brings me to the topic of this actual video, and that is the truth behind the 06, and that I have lied to all of you because the plans have changed for this vehicle and the 05. So that is actually the topic of today's video. I was going to actually run you guys down what has happened in the last couple days and where my head is at, and everything kind of sort of revolving around these two, the 05 and the 06. So if me talking is not your video and you like a lot of the working on stuff, probably today is not your video. I know a lot of you guys say that I talk too much. Well, guess what? Today is going to be some talking because there's not a whole lot of working going on today. I just want to keep you guys updated on the builds. As you can see, we did not clean up the garage yesterday, and I know I say this all the time. We didn't do anything yesterday. We didn't clean up the outside. We didn't clean up the inside. So, John, when are we going to get the new vehicle?
I don't know. I still gotta talk to the guy.
Yeah?
Old Pete. Old Pistol Pete.
Hopefully this weekend, though.
Yeah.
Tentative plan for the weekend?
I want to go this weekend.
Okay.
But it's just tough.
What time is it right now?
It's too late.
Right, 6:30. Is it about?
Yeah. It's like it's tough to go out of work now.
Yeah.
And go load up.
By the time we get there, it's going to be dark again.
We're going to talk to the guy for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours.
Yeah, so new vehicle is coming. That was not a lie. That will probably cruise around in the mini trucks. We want to go back in the daytime so we can do a little cruise around in the mini trucks with you guys. So
make a vlog.
We'll probably.
What is it called? Is it vlog or vlog?
Vlog is short for video log.
Whatever.
Andy just got back from the gym. All he pulled in and said was, "Grab the camera." Andrew must be in a very good mood, people.
Look at the soot on the ground.
Oh yeah. Let's get a zoom out action for you. Let's see if he's gonna rip by. He might do a little flyby action. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I see what you're saying. Look at this.
Axle dump. Big old donkey, dude.
Wop 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 wop.
Oh, those silly common rails.
Those silly common rails, he goes. Yeah, buddy! And there's the neighbor. Uh-oh. Andrew probably doesn't realize that my neighbor, I think, is... And I think we might have... another neighbor issue, guys. I think my next door neighbor is now walking over to Andy. Uh-oh. John.
Yeah.
John, what's up with the neighbor issues? We got a lot of neighbor issues.
Experience. Never any fun.
Oh, yep. The neighbor is walking over to Andrew.
Yeah. Oh,
What did she say, bro? Was she upset at you?
Before she even said anything, I said, I apologize in advance for my horsing around. And she's like, dude, totally not safe. I'm like,
Which one was it?
I'm sorry, the usual one.
The
tattoo around the belly button. The sun tat around the belly button.
The one that has a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
she was not happy.
I was like,
but she wasn't.
I was like, I understand. I'm sorry. She's like, dude, there's got to be a safer place to do it. I was like, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, 10 feet down the road, not in front of your house.
That's okay. One day there'll be a deer there. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, what do you got? What do you got in the bag there, buddy?
Dude, how sick is this, right? So.
Oh, they're cigars. They almost look like lug nuts. I was like, you got lug nuts in that bag?
My boy's wedding, so I bought him a box of our favorite cigars, right? And then somehow happened I went in on the perfect day because it was buy a box of cigars, get these free. I love these. These are amazing. And then I bought a single, the one that Michael showed me.
So you stopped at the cigar shop?
Yeah, cigar shop. Dude, dropped $100 on this shit. $90, $90 box.
Just to burn it away.
$90 box, $10 cigar, and then got these for free though.
Love you, bye. Okay, love you, bye. John's got a doctor's appointment. Bye, Dango. Don't do any burnouts. Me and John came up with a more solidified plan that we are going to go over here on a whiteboard so you guys are informed on what is going on in this wild garage where things fly apart all the time. You can tell how legit my setup is here that I'm trying to write on this damn board for you guys. Alrighty guys, so what I'm going to attempt to do now is to try and explain exactly where my head is at with the 05, the so-called race truck as of right now. The best pass that we've done on the previous setup, the triple turbo built motor setup, is at 10 flat at 140 miles an hour. So the pass that it blew up was definitely going to be faster than that. It 60 footed and 330 footed better than any of the previous passes. So I can tell you without a doubt that the 05 is definitely a 9-second capable truck. It's just heavy. I mean, let's get into that. So we blew up an engine. We are going to be getting a new engine for next season. New engine. So new engine is coming regardless. So right now this conversation, and I don't even have anything written down. I'm sorry if this is, I'm trying to portray it to you guys the best I possibly can, and do not mind my handwriting. So let's go over, this is the 05. So we have quad cab, regular cab. So what the plans were for both of these trucks was this was going to be the race. This was then going to take over the work / daily, see this thing swinging? The work / daily category. And when I bought the 06, that was the all-intensive plan of we were going to do the body work, get a new bed, get new fenders, get new doors, paint it, make it nice and beautiful, go to daily drive this thing and use it every day for work / take it to the track, and also kind of progressively build it off of our completely stock platform. We already did phase 1 of that, where it ran a 13.2 completely stock, intake exhaust on Tune 5. That's it. Stock trans, stock fuel, stock turbo, stock everything minus those exact 3 things. So that's what the 06 was meant to do. The 05, we already pretty much have a, built trans. Should we write this down? Built. No, we don't need to write that down. The 05 was the oh my gosh. Dropping everything. The 05 was the race truck, if you will. So now that I have both platforms here, taking a step back and looking at them and what I want to do for next year, we might be making some changes. A lot of you guys have already commented this, and the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. So with that being said, oh boy, that doesn't work very well. New engine, obviously gonna be badass. So let's talk about exactly what is a better platform for race truck. Most of you guys probably already get where I'm going with this, but I just want to explain where my head is at and what we can and cannot do to kind of... Anyway, so the 06, we already know, I already erased it, but it's a regular cab. It's kind of light. It's a light platform to begin with. Now, the 05, can you guys even see? Shouldn't even erase that. Quad cab, heavy. So right off the bat, you guys can tell if you were trying to build a race truck, you would want something lighter than heavier. Now, the 05, let's just talk about the body and the overall condition of the truck. This thing has 80,000 miles and it's mint. Not a imperfection in the body. We just got all the body work done. You know, as far as body work goes, this thing is pretty much perfect. It looks great. It's just the body is perfect. Now, over on the 06, you guys know that this was already previously a work truck and it needs a overhaul on the body and the interior. The thing just, it needs a lot of rehab work, if you will. So let's just make this thing say, not mint. Hashtag, not mint. So the 06 needs a lot of work on rehab, whereas the 05 is already pretty much perfect. And I keep dropping that cap. So we need to be safe doing this, and safety requires a cage. So as I have written here previously, this is cage material. The 05 is not cage material. Now, I say that because I have struggled with, you know, what we've done before with the triple turbo, with everything else. Not one thing has been cut, not one thing has been hacked. It does not have air conditioning or heat right now. That's just because we simply removed those lines because it wasn't being driven in those climates and it was not geared towards that. Everything is still there, perfectly able to be put back. Not, like I said, not one thing has been altered to where it could not go back to, you know, everyday use if I wanted it to. The other thing that I want to hint on here is engine, trans, and the transfer case. Look at this terrible writing. This is not a good, this whiteboard is crap. So anyway, guys, here's what I'm thinking about doing, and I want your guys' opinion. I want your guys' input. Both trucks are here to stay. The 05 and the 06 are not going anywhere, any way, shape, or form. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking the engine, the trans, and the transfer case out of the 06 and plugging them into the 05. Obviously with some upgrades along the way, but still sticking with that is our stock, and that's our stock build, progressing into something you know, decently fast, but on a slower scale pace. The 05 would then go back to almost everyday use on the street, and eventually get built up to a little more mild/wild setup. Nothing anywhere near towards the wild that it was before. Now, with that being said, we then take our built transfer case, our built transmission, plug them into our 06 chassis. And then our new engine then just gets plugged in, not to the 05, it just gets plugged into these drivetrains are pretty much the same. 05 and 06, different computer systems, but the long block, the pistons, the injectors, everything else, still pretty much the same. So they are completely reversible to go in one or the others, if you guys didn't know that already. So now, plans for the 06 then transfer into full race mode. Now, the budget that I had already set out for with the bodywork on the 06 can then go towards more racing bodywork rather than, you know, a mint bed, new fenders, new doors. All that's still going to get fixed, but kind of in a different fashion, if you kind of know where I'm going, on a lighter route than factory steel body parts. So that's kind of where I'm headed. I want your guys' input. I want to know what you guys think about that. The overall goal is to go fast and go fast safely. You know, with talking with the crew, the guys, and obviously the wife is, I want to be safe doing this. And the mile an hour and the speeds that we are doing this at and the weight that these trucks run, you got to have a cage, you got to have proper safety gear, you got to have proper seat, proper harness. And I just can't do that to the 05. The 05 has such low miles. It's so perfect. It's the first truck. I want to be able to use that thing for many, many years to come. And the 06 we bought as a cheap, you know, a cheaper platform, but a better platform for kind of what we want to do. So it almost, even though this wasn't my original intention by any means, I did not buy the 06 to be a race truck. I was kind of actually pumped to use it every day for work, seeing that the Ranger's kind of headed out the door. But I think it just suits the needs of where I want to go. I want to go fast. I want to be legitimate at the same time. And that just seems like a better race vehicle to kind of do it. And that's kind of, I guess, where I'm at, guys. I just want to level with you guys. I know this is like just listening to Greg talk about his 2 trucks, but that's kind of where I'm headed. Those are the reasons of why I kind of think that's a better option. Again, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Now, with that being said, if we do decide to go that route, then what we can then do, our shop is still kind of in the pending waiting stages for at least like a month or 2. What we can do now, while the weather's still somewhat decent, is start to pull all that stuff off the race truck and get the 05 back running and driving sooner rather than later. And then all of the fab work, everything that's gonna go into the quote unquote race truck, you know, now. And that's the other thing, like the 05, it still has a factory fuel tank. I didn't want to go fuel cell on it. I didn't want to cut the bed up. Now we can start to kind of do all that to the 06 with no regrets of chopping, hacking, cutting, because it kind of needs all of that rehab anyway. So what we can do now that the 05 is already in the garage, ready to be kind of put back together, we can then pull all that stuff, do some, you know, gasket maintenance, you know, reseal it, what have you, and get the 05 back done on the road probably before we move shops. So that's kind of where my head's at. It's already inside. This is where we're gonna need to keep the lighting and the heat and everything else. We still have to get the first gen done, don't get me wrong. We are still gonna be getting the first gen done very, very soon, but the 05 already inside. Take that out, plug that into this chassis, have this thing done so we can drive this thing around and then work on the 06 in the new shop. So anyway, guys, I apologize if some of that was confusing. It still confuses me sometimes when I start thinking about all of that, but I think the platform changes and what we want to do with each one of them is going to work a lot better. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Hit the like button before you guys leave. Subscribe if you have not already. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya.